this. We have the fire and rescue out of Atlanta. Hey, Jennifer, are you in there? You. She's like, there's a group of firefighters. I'm going to stand with them. You kiss up, you. Anyway, we have them here, and we want to thank them for being up early and being with us today. The reason that they're here in the studio is that firefighters from all across the world, including Atlanta, are coming up with new, improved ways to save your life and make their job safer. But they're also at their conference in Atlanta to remember the fallen heroes of 9/11. And some of the firefighters, including one who was at Ground Zero after the attacks, join us right now here on the couch in the studio as well. So we want to welcome Chief Jack Parrow. Is it Parrow or Parrow?
Parrow.
Parrow here. And we have Chief Billy Goldfeder. Am I saying that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and that's here. And we have Chief Mark Light right here as well. You guys, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate what you do. First of all, what do you think improvements, Billy, that we have made since 9/11 in terms of saving people's lives? Maybe we've learned from the World Trade Center, or we have new developments.
There's so much that's been learned since 9/11. Not only in the safety and protection of the firefighters, but for the public as well.
Yeah.
You know, since 9/11, unfortunately, we're also dealing with some economic issues. And so while we have improved, we're certainly safer as firefighters since then. One of our worries is because of the economic issues, communities, unfortunately, are having to make cuts to their fire departments. And when you make a cut to a fire department, it's like cutting your insurance. Really, that's what a fire department is. As long as you don't need it, it's sort of off on the side.
And are you seeing a lot of that?
We are. We're seeing it across the country. Significant cuts being made. Very tough decisions by politicians. Where it's important to remember, again, like an insurance company or like an insurance policy, if you don't have a problem, you kind of forget about it. You don't worry about it. Maybe I could save on my insurance. But then when they have an emergency, or even you make a claim on your own insurance, it gets tight. So we're really encouraging the politicians to work with the fire chiefs, the firefighters, in coming up with budgets that certainly make sense of what communities can afford, but not to forget the fact that we are the first responders.
Now, do we have any new types of developments or inventions that you're seeing at this convention that are fascinating in terms of rescue and safety for not only the firefighters, but people?
Absolutely. We'll have about 14,000 chiefs here, and they'll be sharing things that they're learning each day. There's some really neat things with technology.
Something stick out in your mind that you've seen at the convention yet?
I haven't seen it at the convention, but I do know that they're up for one of our big awards, and that is San Ramon Fire Protection District in California has an app that lets citizens be able to sign up, and if there's someone who needs CPR, it will alert them on their iPhone, and if they're trained in CPR, they can respond and begin citizen CPR. And so it's a use of technology, and that's a really neat app because that will save lives by getting someone there much, much quicker.
And those are things we didn't even have just a mere 10 years ago. Now, so many rescuers were lost in 9/11. What special meaning does this 10-year anniversary have for you?
Well, I went out right after the call. Being from Massachusetts, we were able to get out to 9/11 fairly quickly. We went out there as a recon team, and then I went out there with the National Fallen Firefighters about a week later, and was out there for a couple of weeks to help out wherever we could. But it's you know, keeps it in our mind. It's something we'll never forget. You know, that morning you remember exactly where you were and exactly what you were doing.
Yeah, the years don't make a difference.
No, the years don't make a difference.
rawness is still there.
That's right.
Now, Jack, you guys also want to stress the importance of the public's awareness of what fire rescue does. And you've brought something to stress that, I guess.
It is. Well, no, well, we didn't really bring it. I'll lead into that, but you know, the fire service itself, we really never promote ourselves. You know, we go out, do our job, and then go back to the station house.
Yeah, humble group.
And clean up. That's right. So it's so the word really doesn't get out. But there are a few people like yourself that have taken the time to understand what firefighters really do, what our job is, and really report that accurately. And for doing that, we can't thank you enough. So I have a presentation for you.
Oh, wow.
It's a fire chief's hat, so we're making you an honorary fire chief.
Oh, my gosh.
And we'd like you to take this and put this in your office, but we can't thank you enough for really understanding what the firefighters do and get that news out to the people across the country.
It's my honor. My job is easy compared to what you guys do, but your job and my job is all in the effort of the viewers and their safety. So I'm honored to accept that.
Thank you so much.
But it's easy compared to what you guys do. You guys put your butts on the line. So hats off to you. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
And I'll keep this hat.
Thank you.
More news next.